Lesson 6 for May 2 to 8. Why is interpretation needed? Read by Dr. Percy Harrold. Monday, May 4. Translation and interpretation. The Bible was written in very ancient languages. The Old Testament was written mostly in Hebrew, with a few passages in Aramaic, while the New Testament was written in Koine Greek. The majority of the world population today does not speak and read those ancient languages. Hence, the Bible has to be translated into different modern languages. But, as any good translator knows, every translation always involves some kind of interpretation. Some words in one language do not have an exact equivalent in another. The art and skill of carefully translating and then interpreting texts is called hermeneutics. Question. Read 1 Corinthians 12:10, 1 Corinthians 14:26, John 1:41, John 9:7, Acts 9:36, and Luke 24:27. In all the above passages we see the idea of interpretation and translation. In Luke 24:27, even Jesus had to explain the meaning of the scripture to the disciples. What does this tell us about the importance of interpretation? Let's start with 1 Corinthians 12:10. To another, the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, and to another different kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. 1 Corinthians 14:26. How is it then, brethren, whenever we come together, each of you has a psalm, has a teaching, has a tongue, has a revelation, has an interpretation? Let all things be done for edification. John 1, verse 41, he first found his own brother Simon and said to him, We have found the Messiah, which is translated the Christ. John 9, verse 7. And he said to him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is translated sent. So he went and washed and came back seeing. Acts 9, verse 36. At Joppa there was a certain disciple named Tabitha, which is translated Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and charitable deeds, which she did. And Luke 24, verse 27. And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, he expounded to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. The Greek word hermeneuo, from which we get the word hermeneutics, biblical interpretation, is derived from the Greek god Hermes. Hermes was considered to be an emissary and messenger of the gods, and as such was responsible for, among other things, translating divine messages for the people. The crucial point for us in regard to hermeneutics is that unless we read the original languages, our only access to the texts is through translations. Fortunately, many translations do a good job of conveying the essential meaning. We do not need to know the original language to be able to understand the crucial truths revealed in Scripture, even if having that linguistic knowledge could be beneficial. Yet, even with a good translation, a proper interpretation of the texts is important as well, as we saw in Luke 24:27. Let's read that again. And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, he expounded to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. That's the key purpose of hermeneutics, to convey accurately the meaning of Bible texts and to help us know how to apply properly the text teaching to our lives now. As the text in Luke above shows, Jesus did this for his followers. Imagine what it must have been like having Jesus himself interpret passages for you. And so to finish today, many people have access to various translations, but many don't. Whatever translations you have to work with, why is it important to study the word prayerfully and to seek to obey its teachings?
Hi there. Thanks for watching this video on the Advent-band Ministries YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be alerted whenever we upload new videos. So, until we meet him in the clouds, may God continue to bless you.
This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind and Hearing Impaired, Christian Record Services for the Blind, the Sabbath School Department and Hope Channel. You can also listen on the official Sabbath School 4 app and the Apple iTunes app, Sabbath School with Percy Harrold. Remember, God is always faithful.